The Nano Vlogs are back. Oh man. I feel so creatively drained. Welcome to day one of NaNoWriMo 2024. If I could have like a title or a name for this writing challenge this year, it would be The Tale of Two Books, or maybe The War Between Two Books. It feels like a war in my head. Okay, let me explain. We had kind of a shower this morning that was a little bit of a gloomy dawn. I woke up before the sunrise because I couldn't sleep, because I was very excited to dive into my writing projects. And I always love that. I love getting up in the dark before the sunrise. It wasn't really a special sunrise. It was just a gray evening turned upside down. If you know where that's from, please comment. So I was up before the sunrise and working on my historical mystery novel. Now, you've probably heard me refer to my historical fiction as a historical heist book, and it is, but it has turned into a 3-book series. So it is a trilogy that I'm currently working on, and I'm currently drafting book 2, which I started a couple months ago. Sorry, I feel like half my face is in shadow and it's just giving off like this weird vibe. Anyway, so that's the first book in this 2-book situation here. I have my historical mystery novel, which I am head over heels in love with. It is one of those books that just feels right from the very start. The writing process so far has been very smooth and just has felt like a total state of flow, which I absolutely love. But there is the other book I'm currently working on, which is my long-awaited, highly anticipated, and much asked for nonfiction book on the writing craft. And this is a book that I've been working on basically all year. Since this spring, I am taking so much of the experiences and the knowledge that I've shared on this YouTube channel and taking it from sort of a fresh perspective and weaving it into a format that is easy to follow, that is actually fun to follow. It's not an instruction manual, but like a genuine exploration through what makes a story compelling so that you can understand that on a deeper level and then take that superpower and bring it to your writing practice. And I think you'll find that this book is even more eye-opening than the instruction manuals and the formulas and the structures and the things that you've probably encountered a lot of in the writing world. Because my intention with this book is to equip you with the skill set you need to become the master of the craft, not to just learn from a master of the craft. Why is this going so dark? I can't complain about the shifting lighting. I really cannot, because, you know, we could be having absolutely no sunshine and that would be really sad. So I'm grateful. That being said, here's my goal for NaNoWriMo. I do not want this to be like an ordinary NaNoWriMo. It doesn't have to be like I have to reach 1,600 and something words every day. That is the goal setting of NaNoWriMo. It's all based on word count, and I just don't really want to follow that method this year, especially since I'm not really officially participating in NaNoWriMo, and I have never really officially participated. Off-grid nano, I mean, it kind of counts, but not really. So my goal is not to hit a certain amount of words this month. My goal is to just devote writing time every single day to these 2 books. And I am prioritizing my nonfiction over the historical fiction because I have no idea when I'm going to publish the historical fiction, whereas my nonfiction, I'm actually currently in the process of moving forward with the publishing on that. So I'm actually going to be traditionally publishing my nonfiction book, which is a big shift for me. It's a big step in a different direction. And to anyone who is wondering, I am not completely shifting from indie to traditional. I still have indie published books. I still plan to indie publish books in the future. But for this particular book, I feel like its potential is more far-reaching if I pursue a more traditional route for it. So that's what I've decided to do through a lot of brainstorming and thinking about it. So as I vlog during NaNoWriMo this month, you may see me doing some other writing related things for the nonfiction book, such as querying and writing my query letters and my book proposal and just different aspects of publishing this nonfiction book. I've also been doing a lot of research lately. Tons and tons and tons of studying and note-taking and brainstorming. So yeah, that's kind of where my headspace has been lately, and it's been chaotic, but I'm excited to try something new. I think it's going to be really exciting. We are kicking off NaNoWriMo the right way, the way that I always used to back in my original Nano vlogs years ago. We've done this multiple times. And if you know me, you know what it is. Let's go. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna I wanna turn around, dance. I just wanna I wanna around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna now and turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna I wanna turn around, dance. I just wanna I just wanna clap, turn around, and I just wanna clap, turn around, dance.
Do you want to like say a special message to your followers? Should they go ice skating to get inspired for
They should go
Nano?
ice skating. They should just get out and do something active because it just gets your brain creative juices flowing in a different way.
Agreed. Go purchase my yoga course if you don't want to do ice skating.
Yeah, go purchase a yoga course. It's great.
I highly encourage every writer who's watching this right now to make NaNoWriMo your own challenge. Make the month of November suit your needs and your goals for your writing. It doesn't have to be a word count that you're hitting. It could simply be, I want to dedicate 30 minutes a day to writing, and that's my goal. And if you show up and you write one sentence one day, and you maybe write 300 words the next day, or maybe you have a really great writing session, the word count doesn't matter, because what you're doing is you are establishing a habit. You're establishing a dedicated creative time where you are telling yourself and others, this matters to me and this is important. And I can't think of anything more valuable than that for a creative. So that being said, comment below this video right now and tell me, what is your goal for this November? Are you participating in NaNoWriMo, or are you just trying to write more every day? And if so, how have you tailored the end goal to your own specific needs? Like at the end of November, what do you want to be able to look back and say you did? Comment that below for accountability, and also because I just love to hear about your writing project and what you're doing. November 2nd wasn't a very productive day for me as far as writing projects go. I did work on my historical fiction in the morning, and I spent about 2 hours writing and wrote a chapter of that. But the rest of the day was taken up by other activities, and I didn't get a chance to get back to my nonfiction, sadly. I spent a lot of time working on preparing my live training for Sunday, which is happening today. So now it is Sunday, November 3rd, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and I am just putting my final finishing touches into the presentation for the live training, as well as building the resource kit. So hopefully after the live training later today, I will have time to work on my nonfiction project. I don't know if I'm gonna be drafting it today. I think I'm going to kind of pivot a little bit and focus on drafting my query letter for the nonfiction book, because I know I'm going to go through many drafts of a query letter, and I just really want to get like that first draft on paper so that I can stop intimidating myself into being like, how am I going to distill this entire book into one punchy letter? It's a tall order. It feels a lot like writing a book blurb, except more stressful. Not gonna think about that right now. I'm going to finish preparing the live training for you guys, and then we'll see what happens after that. So I have all my live training stuff prepared and I am ready to go live in about 20 minutes. Oh man, it's been a whirlwind of a week, but this is a 100% honest vlog, so you know, I'm trying to show you every aspect of this. It's not just fun and writing. There are other things to manage. Honestly, I really love doing these live trainings with you guys. I can't believe there was ever a time when I didn't do them. And someday we're gonna be in person, face to face, in real life. But for now, live trainings online we'll have to do. We are live. What's up, my friends? Abbie here, and welcome to the live training on how to write the pre-midpoint reactionary hero. Okay, the live training is done. I'm super happy with how it came out. I think everyone got a lot of value out of it. I always feel kind of spent after a live training because I try to put so much creative energy and motivation and inspiration into those presentations. That being said, I feel like it would be a better use of my time to begin fresh on the start of the query letter tomorrow morning. And for now, I'm going to sort of make myself a guideline, I don't know, instruction. Whoa, what is that? Hold on. Can you guys see that? I cannot make it focus past the screen, but there's like a straight up orb that is like glowing in the sky over there. What is that? The sun is like over there and it's like hitting this cloud in a really weird way. It looks way cooler in real life. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to make some notes and do a bit more research on what should go into like the very beginning of this hook portion of the query. And it is a chilly November day outside. Kind of overcast, but just genuinely makes me want to curl up by the fire with a cup of tea. So I think I'm going to go make a fire.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Oh, how I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Discover books I forget about. Who care for the world now? Rest with me, close the curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach
It is November 6th, and the past couple days have actually been really productive. Monday and Tuesday, I felt a little bit low energy creatively, but I was still pushing through and writing my historical fiction every morning and working on the nonfiction query letter, which basically all I've done so far is the hook. But the hook is the most important part. I've made good progress there. My next step with the nonfiction project is to do more research on the actual layout of the query letter itself, look at examples, study them, analyze them, break down like what is the most important things to do here. I have also been trying to just make time for fiction writing every morning because I find that if I don't write fiction, I feel so creatively drained. Like, it is absolutely necessary to my survival. I know that sounds really dramatic and Shirley-ish maybe, but I don't care. It's true. That being said, I am getting ready for my Write With Me live stream in a few minutes. We are going to go live at 11, which is a half hour from now. So I'm going to set up my camera and my laptop, get my writing space all set up, make myself a latte, and hop on the first NaNoWriMo live stream with you guys, and we're gonna write together. It's a super fun, just chill time that we all get to hang out and write together. So if that sounds like something you're into, you are in the right place. Stick around and we are going to have an amazing, productive writing session together.
Watch as it breaks down beside us. When we've risked everything for life. On the outside, always looking in. We'll still hold on to all we could have been. To all we could have been. Would you still take me for a fool if I let give it all away for you? So take me.
It's been a long week. But I am happy to report that I've actually made a lot of progress with both projects this week. I'm now focusing mostly on the query letter and the book proposal, getting those things written and refined and polished and to be the best they can possibly be, because nonfiction querying is quite different than fiction querying in that you don't even have to have the book finished or even written. When you go into the querying process, you just need a powerful, jaw-dropping proposal. So that is kind of my big next step, the next thing that I really have to focus on. So that's going to be next week's top of the list task, is writing the book proposal. But for now, I have actually just finished reaching out to some editors who specialize in reviewing query letters and book proposals. My thing is, like, you never have a second chance to make a good first impression. That's what I talk about all the time in my videos, basically, with writing your hook in your first 5 minutes of your book and making it the best it can possibly be. Why is that so important? Because you never have a second chance to make a first impression. So when it comes time to send the query letter and the proposal to agents, I don't want to be doubting whether or not it's good enough. I want to know that it's the best it could possibly be. So that's why I'm hiring an editor to help me out with this. With my historical mystery novel, I have made progress a little bit each day. I have been putting in about 1 to 2 to 3 hours, depending on the day, each day on that project. And I'm hoping that this weekend I can have some more writing time on that, because I've been running around doing so many things that I haven't really had time to just settle in for a really nice, long, juicy writing session on that book. So hopefully I can have some time to do that tomorrow, although I will probably be spending a lot of time editing this vlog. But that's all for me this week. Comment below and tell me, how did your first week of NaNoWriMo go? What is your goal for this month. And it doesn't have to be word count based. In fact, I'd advise against that. Make a habit of making time for your creativity. That is going to serve you so much more than, you know, counting every word and judging yourself based on how much or how little you wrote that day. But that's just what I think. Comment below and tell me, what are your thoughts on NaNoWriMo and writing in general? What are you working on lately? I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about your work in progress. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and stick around, because I'm going to post new vlogs every week this month to keep you sort of updated in my writing journey and show you behind the scenes what I've been working on. So I hope you stick around, and I'm wishing you the best of luck in your writing endeavors, my friend. Until next week, rock on.